maybe pull back in this area or grow in this area, some numbers that you want to hit.
Well, man, Emery, here we are again at the end of the year. It is November, and I cannot believe it's November already. It's crazy. And now's the time where people will start preparing, will start planning for their goals for 2026 and maybe even beyond. You don't want to wait to January to start that planning. You want to start right now, 1st of November, and what you're going to do, where you're going to be, where are you going in 2026? That's what we want to know.
Yeah, that's spot on, Jeff. I appreciate you saying that. You know, this is an exciting time of the year for me. I love goal setting. So we're going to edge up today.
Absolutely.
Goal setting. So this year, at the end of the year, this last quarter, what I like to do and what I recommend doing is it's real simple. Get outside of your comfort zone, outside of your typical reality where you're at. Maybe getting outside the city, maybe flying somewhere, going to a lake, a mountaintop, whatever it is, and really get a different perspective. Now, what that's going to do instantly, being outside of your normal everyday surroundings, it's going to open up that mind a little bit, and you're going to have a little more creativity. You're going to see things a little differently, almost through rose-colored glasses, I would say. But this is a good thing when you're setting these goals. So you're going to go to that Note app. You know, I love Note app. I love the Notes app.
Note apps are awesome.
I wear it out, man. So you go to your Notes app, and you want to break down your goals. This is important to be bold and to be specific. So if you're not breaking down headings and topics of goals, you're not being specific enough. It's important that you're specific with your goals. I promise you this is going to work. So you break it down into your marriage, right? Financial, spiritual, mental, physical. We've got to take care of the body as well, and really put in there where you want to be. Where do you see your marriage at? Where would you like to be in your marriage next year? Where would you want that business to be? Where are those numbers? Maybe some things that you saw towards the end of the year. You said, hey, next year we're going to expand here, maybe pivot here, maybe pull back in this area or grow in this area. Some numbers that you want to hit. And I think it's very important, Jeff. You'd agree. It's almost like putting in your GPS. Like, hey, this is where we want to go. But you're not doing that. If you're not doing that, you're missing so much. You'll just drive endlessly, right? But having those goal settings is going to get you to a specific targeted destination that you're looking to be.
Awesome. You know, you said something great about putting it into your GPS. I just want to follow up with this. You know, when you put a destination to a GPS, you've got an end destination. And that's at the end of 2026, let's say, for your goals. Along that route, you're going to have stops along the way. And when you're preparing your goals, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to have monthly, weekly goals that you're shooting for. Some criteria you need to meet in order to make that end goal. So never forget the small steps along the way.
And an exciting part and something you're going to love, I believe it's called tracking. I think Jeff had mentioned this earlier. But if you can go to that, maybe the second quarter or something like that, and you go and track your notes and where those goals were, man, it's going to be exciting to see that, man, we pivoted here. We had this little goal here. We had this thing here, and it's coming true. You won't even realize it because every day, back to another video, 1% better. So you've been getting 1% better every day, every hour for a week. Maybe you didn't notice much, but then a couple weeks, a few weeks, you're into that second quarter, the end of that second quarter, and looking back, and you're like, man, this is incredible. What's that going to do to you mentally? It's going to build a ton of confidence as you go forward, and it's only going to rise and naturally trajectory your business and yourself up.
That's right. When you're at the end of 2026, where we want to be, where we want you to be, is to look back and go, I did that. I made it. Edge up, baby.